With that, viewers, we are now shifting our focus towards Manipur, where there has been an unrest over the past several months. Now, a day after the recovery of 6 bodies of abducted Naga men, 2 Kuki villagers have been in fact killed, and at least 2 dozen of houses have been burnt down in retaliatory violence on Thursday in the Kuki village in Manipur's Kamjong district. The Eastern Kuki Chiefs Association has identified the 2 villagers killed by miscreants as Letminlung Haukip, the head deacon of the Kultu Church, and Lunminthang Haukip, the youth chairman of the church. Let us go across to my colleague Nibir Deka, who will provide us with the ground updates from Manipur. Nibir, a day after the recovery of the bodies of those abducted Naga men, now we are getting to know that 2 Kuki villagers have also been killed.
Well, absolutely, it's another tragic incident coming in from Manipur just a day after the recovery of 6 bodies of abducted Naga men. 2 Kuki villagers were killed, and at least a dozen of houses have been burned down in retaliatory violence, which has been seen in areas of Manipur's Kamjong district, approximately in the peripheral areas of the Kultuk Kuki village. And this comes amid the prevailing situation wherein 6 Naga men were found dead after they were taken hostages, allegedly, and following which there has been a series of tensions emerging from the state of Manipur. The burning of the houses is one of the instances, but also there are visible tensions on ground with a huge number of public visibly angry. And yesterday also at night we saw how many people came to the Jawaharlal Nehru Hospital in Manipur, and as a result of that there are growing tensions simmering in the state.
Absolutely, Nibir, and we also want to understand that how is the atmosphere right now, because it must be tense. We saw the release of the 14 Kuki hostages yesterday, so there was some sense of relief, but right after that there was the discovery of these 6 bodies of the abducted Naga men. So what is the situation and atmosphere currently in place over there?
Well, these tensions are there on ground because that following the release of the 14 Kuki Zoo community people who were earlier detained, there was a visible enthusiasm and optimism among the people that finally the deadlock has been broken down. But there were 6 people from the Naga community that were already missing ever since the violent clashes broke down. And on May 13, wherein 3 church leaders were slain. And there were tensions because of that. And following the discovery of the bodies of the Naga people by the security forces, of 6 bodies for that matter, it was expected along the lines of retaliation, and that is what happened in the state, wherein there has been incidents of retaliatory action and with the burning of the houses in some of the Kuki areas. But the bigger question here is what is the end course of all of this violence, and currently as things stand, the tensions are visible and quite difficult situation to deal with as far as the overall situation is concerned.